let's take you to the primary markets where there's a new offer on the horizon. Prince Pipes and Fittings is heading to the primary markets with a 500 crore rupee IPO. Yash Upadhyay is back to tell us a little more about the company, what's on offer and what the company does. Yash, over to you.
Morning, Alex. So Prince Pipes, as you likely mentioned, is coming out with an IPO starting today where it opens for subscription, and it is a total offer of almost 500 crore rupees, which will be split into a fresh issue of 250 crores and offer for sale, wherein the promoters of the company, 4 promoters, they will be selling close to around 1.4 crore shares as part of the IPO that would raise another 250 crore rupees. At the upper end of the price band, which is fixed at 177 to 178, the IPO is valued, the market cap of the company at close to around 1,958 crore rupees. Now, post the IPO, the shareholding pattern of the promoter would look like this. So it would go down from almost 90% pre-issue to the levels of almost 66%, whereas the public shareholding would increase from close to 10% pre-IPO to almost 34% post the issue. As far as what the objects of the issue is concerned, the company would be utilizing the 250 crore rupees that it would raise via the fresh issue for the purpose of repayments, for the repayment of some of its outstanding loans, as well as the financing of its new manufacturing facility that we are aware that the company is coming up with in Telangana, which has a total capacity of almost 50,000 tons per annum, as well as upgradation of some of its existing equipment at some of the 6 other manufacturing facilities that it has, and for the other general corporate purposes. Moving on, as far as the company's business model is concerned, it sells its products and it is present across the value chain, where it sells its polymer pipes business under 4 different types, as well as 3 different types of polymer fittings, which is the likes of CPVC, UPVC, as well as PPR, which completely covers the entire product range as far as the pipe and fittings business is concerned, much like some of its larger peers in the industry as well. Coming on, moving forward, as far as their operations are concerned, they sell their products under 2 brands mainly, which is Prince Piping and Fitting, which is their pipes business, and Trubor, which is their fittings business. Now together, they are widely present across the geography, and they have a wide distribution network of almost 7,000 plus distributors across India, and 257 plus wholesalers as well as retailers present across the geography as far as their business model is concerned.
All right, now also want to talk about, Yash, how this company stacks up against some of its peers. We were speaking to a few analysts yesterday, and they say that they prefer some of those listed peers. What are the numbers looking like?
All right, so taking a look at their financial performance, and over FY16 to over FY18, their revenues have grown at a compounded annual growth rate of almost 13%, which is fairly higher than some of its other peers. So take a look at the likes of Supreme Industries, Phenolics Industries, and Astral Polytechnic. They are all the closest peers to the company, and they have more or less grown in the same range or slightly lower than Prince Pipes and Fittings. Similarly, when it comes to their EBITDA as well as net profit performance, so both in terms of operationally as well as the top line performance has been extremely positive over the last 3-year period, starting FY16 to FY19. As far as the current financial year is concerned, we only have information up to the first quarter of FY20, and there too they have started on a positive note with a strong net profit as well as a top line growth for the first quarter of the year vis-a-vis the first quarter of the previous year. And as you could see, they have done fairly well as compared to some of its peers in terms of both the top line as well as the operational performance is concerned. But going forward and looking at the return ratios and take a look at how the return on equity as well as the return on capital have been close to around 20% plus for Prince Pipes and Fittings, which is more than some of its larger peers like Phenolics as well as Astral Polytechnic. So clearly the return ratios too are extremely favorable for Prince Pipes and Fitting, and valuations is one place where most of the brokerages are also positive. So take a look at the EV to EBITDA as well as the price to earning multiple, and you could see at FY19 price to earnings it is being valued at about 20.3 times versus the likes of Astral Polytechnic, which command a premium of almost 100% to its FY19 P at almost 59 times, as well as Supreme Industries, which is the largest player in the industry, having a market share of almost 11%. Similarly, when it comes to the EV to EBITDA ratio as well, it is fairly priced, and that's the reason why some of the brokerages that have come out with a report on the IPO suggest a subscribe rating on the issue.